we are edging into serious global food security issues. And that's not just a humanitarian concern. That can lead to civil unrest, waves of refugees, particularly in North Africa and the Middle East, are very pragmatic reasons for us to avoid that, as well as the obvious and overarching one of avoiding humans starving to death. That grain needs to get out of Ukraine. It's not going to go by land. There's too much of it. You got to move bulk things in the world trade. 95% of global trade moves by the sea. So point one is we need it. Point two is this blockade is illegal. And by the way, it's not being conducted in Russian territorial seas. This blockade is blockading Ukrainian waters and international waters. United States and all of our allies, we have a vested interest in keeping those high seas freedoms. So you could conduct a maritime escort operation to get the grain out, going through strictly Ukrainian and international waters. Is it provocative to Russia? I suppose. On the other hand, it's not like we're sailing ships into Russian waters, lifting a blockade that is effectively in Russian territorial seas. And then third and finally, Andy, there's historical precedence for this going back to the mid-1980s when the United States escorted oil tankers in and out of the Strait of Hormuz because the Iranians threatened to close them. Young Lieutenant Stavridis was part of that operation. Was it high risk? Yes. Was it risking it all? No, I don't think so. I think it was an acceptable level of risk. And I would argue we are certainly very close to the point where we have got to get the grain out, and this is a viable way to do so.